Now children, page number 21, example number 2. Page 21, example number 2. See what is given. Sale, sale, sale only for 2 days. I have some analog wrist watches and some digital wrist watches. I am going to sell them at a discount. And what is that? On first day of selling, analog watch, total analog watch sold is equal to 11 and digital watch 6, and the shopkeeper got the amount, total amount. Shopkeeper got 4,330. First day, 2 types of watches sold from the shopkeeper, 11 analog watch and the second one is a digital 6. On second day children, same watches were sold. Number 1 analog is 22 and the digital is 5, and the shopkeeper got total amount as 7,330. So what is the question from this question, this selling? The question is, find the selling price. In this, selling price of wrist watch of each type, we have to find out what is the selling price of analog watch and what is the selling price of the digital. So unknown thing is what? Selling price of both the watches. So that you will take X and Y. Clear children? So see what you will do first. Let the selling price of, let the selling price of each analog watch be rupees X. Okay, be rupees X. Similarly, let the selling price of each digital wrist watch be rupees Y. Got it? If I will say the selling price of one analog is 100 rupees. Okay. So what will be the price of 5 analog watch? 1 is 100. So what about 5? 100 into 5. Similarly, I have taken, instead of 100, I have taken here X. The selling price of each analog watch is rupees X. Got it? First day, how many analog watches were sold? 11. So as per condition number 1, first condition, my dear children, first condition is what? Total 11 analog watches were sold on first day. So how much amount the shopkeeper will get from analog watches? 11 multiplied by X. 11 multiplied by X means 11X. Plus how many digital watches? 5. What is the selling price of each? Y. So 5 into Y. This is the amount of analog watch and this is the amount of digital. Total amount, how much he got on the first day? 4,330. So 4,330. This is your equation number 1. And same way you will find the equation on second day, condition number 2. Second day, 22 analog watches and 5 digital. So 22X and how many? 5. Again 5 here. So 5. Sorry, this is I think it is giving 6. Here it is 6. This is 6. 5Y, and the total amount is given how much? 7,330. 7,330. 7,330. Equation number 2. Now you have equation 1 and 2. Solve these two by simultaneously. How you will do? See that this is 11X, this is 6Y. So this is 22. If you want to make the coefficient of X equal same, so multiply this by 2. Multiply equation number 1 by 2. So that you should write here multiplying equation 1. Multiplying equation 1. Multiplying equation 1 by 2. So this will become 22x. This is 12y. This is 0, 6, 6 and 8. Equation number 3. 8, 6, 6, 0. Okay children. Now the coefficient of this and this is same. So you should do subtraction because the sign is same. Subtracting equation 3 from equation 2. Subtracting this from this. So write 22x plus 5y 7330, 22x plus 12y 8660 and do subtraction. As I told in my first sum that you have to change the sign. This will become minus, minus, minus. So these two get cancelled children. Positive, negative. Plus 5y and minus 12y. How much you will get here? Minus 7y. And this is 0. 6 minus 3, 3. 6 minus 3, 3. And here it is 8 minus 1, 7. Minus 1, 3, 3, 0. So this y, you will get 7y is equal to 1, 3, 3, 0. This minus minus get cancelled afterwards. And therefore y is equal to 1330 upon 7. 7 ones are 6 is here, 7 nines are 190. Y is equal to 190. Substitute y equal to 190 in equation number, which is the easiest one. Take the first one in equation number 1. In equation number 1. So this is 11x plus 6 into 190 is equal to 4330. 11x is equal to 9. 6 nines are 54. 6 ones are 6 and 5. 11 equal to 4330. 11x is equal to 4330 minus 1140. Right? So this will become 0. 13 minus 4 is 9. 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. And here it is 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay, 3190. 11x. Therefore, x is equal to 3190 divided by 11. If you will do division here, 11 2s are 22. 31 minus 22 is 9. So 99, 11 9s are 99 and 11 zeros are. So x is equal to 290 and y is equal to 190. What is x children? I am telling you again these things that do not forget to write the answer. I am not having the space here children, but you should write in the final answer of this question. What is that? X is equal to 290 you got. And what is x? X is the selling price of each analog watches. So you will write there the selling price of each analog watch be rupees 290 and the digital watch be rupees 190. Now children, page number 23. Page 23. Sum number, example number 3. Very important sum children. A boat travels 16 km upstream and 24 km downstream. Upstream and downstream. Okay. In 6 hours. The boat covers 16 km upstream and downstream 24 kilometers. The total time taken by the boat is 6 hours. This is condition number 1. Second, the same boat covers 36 km upstream and 48 km downstream. But this time, the time taken by boat is not 6 children, it is 13. Now see what is the question. Find the speed of water current. Right? What is the speed of water current? And what is the speed of boat in still water? So here the unknown thing is what? The speed of boat in water current. This is number 1. Number 2, speed of boat in still water. Water current and still water. These are two the unknown things. So that you will take as x and y. and speed is always taken into kilometer per hour. So what you will do here, let the speed of boat in water current be x kilometer and in still water be y kilometer. As you can see in your textbook, it is given, let the speed of the boat in still water, it is given here. Let the speed of boat in still water, means water is not flowing, still water, okay, be x kilometer per hour, and the speed of water current and the speed of water current be y kilometer per hour. So let the speed of boat in still water be this, and in the water current be y kilometer per hour. So children, if the boat moves upstream, what will happen? Its speed will decrease. If the boat moves upstream, then in that case its speed will decrease, and if the boat moves in downstream, its speed will increase. Downstream, speed of the boat will increase, and upstream the speed of the boat will decrease. So here, as you can see, the speed of boat you have to calculate now. We have taken the speed, let the speed of boat in still water be x kilometer per hour and the speed of water current be y kilometer per hour. Speed of boat in still water x kilometer, speed of boat in current water is y kilometer. Now we will calculate the speed of boat as upstream and downstream. So the speed of the boat in downstream, therefore the speed of boat in downstream, how much it is? It is x plus y. The speed of boat in still water and current means it is x plus y. Downstream, the speed of boat will increase, so x plus y kilometer per hour. Similarly, the speed of boat in upstream, children, what will happen? Its speed will decrease, x minus y kilometer per hour. Okay, x plus y, that is the speed of boat when upstream directions, sorry, downstream directions, and x minus y is the speed of same boat in upstream. Now, how much distance is travelled by boat in upstream? It is given here 24 in first case. Got it? So, as you know the formula, children, that distance is equal to speed into time. Okay? What you will do, you should find out what time taken by boat to cover 24 kilometer with this speed, with x minus y. How much? See, they have given the total time, 24 kilometer upstream and 6 kilometer downstream, sorry, 16 kilometer upstream and 24 kilometer downstream. The total time is given 6. But what you will do, find out the separate time. How much time taken by boat to cover 16 kilometer, find out separately. How much time taken by the boat to cover 24 kilometer separately, and then we will plus these two, which is equal to 6 as per the given conditions. So to find out that, what you will do, you know the formulas, that time is equal to what? Distance upon speed. Distance upon speed. So as per first condition, the time taken by boat to cover, the time taken by boat to cover 16 kilometer is equal to how much? Distance upon speed, that means 16 upon 16 kilometer is upstream, so it is x minus y, r. The time taken by boat to cover 16 kilometer, so it is 16 upon x minus y. And similarly, the time taken by boat to cover how much? 24 kilometer, so it is equal to 24 upon x plus y, children, because in downstream the speed of boat is x plus y and 24 is the distance in downstream, so it is r. So here we got separate time as per the first conditions. So first condition is what? The total time taken by boat to cover 16 kilometer and 24 kilometer is 6. And we got here separate time. 16 upon x minus y is the time taken by boat to cover 16 kilometer upstream with this speed, and 24 kilometer with the speed x plus y. The total time, so you will write here plus, which is equal to 6. This is your condition number 1. Now, as per second condition now, second condition is what? The same boat travels 36 kilometer upstream. So, 36 upon upstream x minus y plus how much distance? 48 upon x plus y is equal to total time is 13 hours. Equation 1, equation 2. So children, this is your equation number 1, 16 upon x minus y and 24 upon x plus y is equal to 6, and 36 upon x minus y, 48 upon x plus y is equal to 13, right? So now children, how you will solve this? This 16 upon x minus y can be written as 16 into x minus y plus 24 into 1 upon x plus y equal to 6. Here also 36 into 1 upon x minus y plus 24 into 1 upon x plus y is equal to 13. Now you can see in both the equations, children, we have 1 upon x minus y, 1 upon x minus y, 1 upon x plus y, 1 upon x plus y. So we will replace this. So let 1 upon x minus y be m and 1 upon x plus y be n. So this will become what? 16m plus 24n is equal to 6. But you have to change the equation. We have equation 1 and 2. Here we will write equation number 3. And this will become 36m plus 24n is equal to 13, equation number 4. So we have third and fourth equations. And now as you are doing, either you solve by Cramer's rule or by simultaneous equation. So by solving this, children, by solving equation 3 and 4, either by simultaneous graphical elimination, substitution or Cramer, any rule, you will get value of m as here 1 upon 4 and n as 1 upon 12. This value you will get after solving these two equations. M is equal to 1 upon 4 and n is equal to 1 upon 12. But here the problem is not over, because we want to find out the value of x and y. That is the speed of boat in still water and current water. So again you are going to replace this m by what? 1 upon x minus y. So re-substituting the value of m and n. What is m? M is 1 upon x minus y, which is equal to 1 upon 4, and 1 upon x plus y, which is equal to 1 upon 12. On cross multiplication, children, x minus y, if you cross multiply here, so x minus y equal to 4 you will get, which will becomes equation number 5. And this one is x plus y is equal to 12, equation number 6. And if you will add these two, adding equations 5 and 6, so y and minus y get cancelled. 2x is equal to 16, therefore x is equal to 16 upon 2, x is equal to 8. Put x is equal to 8 in equation 5 or 6. So 8 plus y is equal to 12, therefore y is equal to 4. So here we got the answer of this. Again I am telling you, children, do not forget to write the answer. What is the answer in this case? The speed of boat in still water, which we have taken as x, is 8 km per hour, and the speed of water current is 4 km per hour. Children, next question is page number 24. Page 24, example number 4. See what is given in this. A certain amount is equally distributed. Certain amount is equally distributed among certain number of students. So here certain amount means it is not given. It is distributed equally in certain number of students. So how many students? That is also not given. Certain amount not given. Certain number of students not given. Each would get ₹2 less. Each student will get 2 rupees less if 10 students were more. Each student will get ₹2 less. That is condition number 1. If there are 10 more students. Right? And second condition, if each would get 6 rupees more if 15 students were less. Okay? Then find the number of students and the number and the amount distributed. See children, two unknown things are what? How many students? That is not given. Certain number of students. And how much each student got? That is not given. Certain amount is distributed equally. So we will take these two as x and y. So see here, let the number of student be x. Number of students be x, and what? Y be the amount distributed equally to each student. So here the amount given to each student, amount given to each student is how much? ₹y. If I will say here there are 10 students and it is the amount distributed how much? 5. So what will be the total amount, children? If there are 10 students and each student is getting 5 rupees, 10 students and each student is getting 5 rupees, then 10 into 5 becomes 50. Total amount will be 50. So first calculate the total amount. So here the total amount distributed, total amount distributed is equal to number of students multiplied by the amount got by each student. It is y. So it is equal to ₹xy. And now first condition. What is the first condition? See, first condition is each would get ₹2 less if there are 10 students more. So at present you have x student. If there are 10 students more means plus. So write here plus 10. Then what will happen? The amount which is y, each child will get 2 rupees less. So at present each child, when there is x student, each child is getting y. But when more 10 students means 10 students are increased, then each child will get 2 rupees less. So y minus 2. But the amount remains the same because that is not given. It is not changed. The amount will remain the same, xy. This is the conditions. Now how we will solve this? X into y is xy, x into minus 2 is minus 2x, plus 10y minus 20 is equal to xy. These two get cancelled, so minus 2x plus 10y is equal to 20, equation number 1, right? And all are divisible, as I told, make it in simpler form. All are divisible by 2, so this will become minus x plus 5y is equal to 10. This is not equation 1, this is equation number 1. Okay, now second condition. What is second condition, children? Second condition is each would get rupees 6 more if 15 students were less. So when you have x student and y amount, right? 15 students were less, so you will do minus here and you will do plus here. Each student will get 6 rupees more, but the amount remains the same. X into y is xy, x into 6 is plus 6x minus 15y minus 90 is equal to xy. These two get cancelled, so 6x minus 15y is equal to 90. Again it is divisible by 3, so 2x minus 5y is equal to 30, condition number 2. Solve these two, children, simultaneously and you will get the value of x as you will get y as 10 and x as how much? Y you will get 10 and x you will get 40. Okay, but what we have to calculate here, let the number of students be x and the amount given to each student be y. So how much amount is distributed? To find out this is what the amount each student got. The amount each student got how much? Rupees 10, and there were the total number of student. Total number of student is 40. Therefore total amount is equal to 10 into 40, which is equal to 400 rupees. You solve these two equations simultaneously and you will get the value of x as 40, y as 10, and this is your final answer. Now today page number 25. Page 25, example number 5. See what is given here. A 3-digit number is equal to 17 times the sum of its digit. 3-digit number, children, example I can say here 245, 598, 500, 900, 998. All these are 3-digit number where you will find 100 place, tens place and unit place. So as per the question here, there is a 3-digit number. That number is not given. The 3-digit number is 17 times the sum of the digit. This is condition number 1. If the digits are reversed, if you will change the place of the digits, 100 place becomes unit place becomes 100 place, then the new number you will get, like 198 is just an example, 205, 205. If you will change the place, so what you will get? 502. If you will change the extreme place, right? So 502 you will get. So if the digits are reversed, the new number is 198 more than the old number. As per the second conditions, when you will change the place, so you will get new number which is 198 more than the old one. Condition number 2. After that, also the sum of the extreme digits, the total of the extreme means what? Which place? 100 place and unit place. The sum of these two is less than the middle digit by unity. It means what? Middle digit number is one more. For example, if I will say 154, So 1 plus 4, so sorry, 164. 164. So here the middle digit is 6. Right? And 1 plus 4 is how much? 5. So middle digit is 1 more. Then the sum of the extreme digit 164, I said children. The sum of the extreme digit 1 and 4 is 5 and middle digit is 6. So this middle digit is 1 more than the sum of the extreme digit. This is the condition which is given to find out the 3-digit number. We have to find out here the original number. What will be the original number? So what you will do in this case, children? First you write down here, let in 3-digit number 100 place be x and unit place be y. Okay, take 100 place as x and unit place as y, because middle digit is 1 more than the sum of these two. So here therefore the middle digit means which one? Tens place. Tens place is what? It is 1 more. So here sum of these two is x plus y and plus 1. In the textbook it is given that the sum of these two is 1 less than the middle one. And what I have taken? The sum of these two plus 1 is equal to middle digit. So now children, we have tens place x plus y plus 1, unit place y and 100 place x. So we will find out here original 3-digit number. Therefore the original 3-digit number is equal to what? Multiply 100 place digit by 100. 100 into x plus 10 into tens place digit, that is x plus y plus 1 plus 1 into unit place. So this will become 100x plus 10x plus 10y plus 10 plus y, which is equal to 110x plus 11y plus 10. So this is your 3-digit number, children. 110x, 11y plus 10. Also you find out the sum of 3-digit, which is equal to 100 place plus tens place plus unit place. So xx 2x plus 2y plus 1. This is the sum of the 3-digit. Okay, 2x plus 2y plus 1. Now see the first condition. What is the first condition here? A 3-digit number. So 3-digit number means this number. Okay, original number is 17 times. That original number is 17 times the sum of the digits. So here original number is what? 110x plus 11y plus 10 is equal to 17 into 2x plus 2y plus 1. Got it? Just solve this. So this is equal to 34x plus 34y plus 34. 110x plus 11y plus 10. Transfer, so 110x minus 34x plus 11y minus 34y, 34 minus 10, which will give you here how much? 76x plus minus 23y and is equal to 7. Okay, so 76x minus 23y is equal to 7. Children, just do your correction. By mistake I have written here 34. It is 17 ones are 17, right? So this is not 34, it is 17 minus 10, and you will get equation number 1. So this is your equation number 1. Now what is second condition here, children? If the digits are reversed, so when you will reverse the digit, then unit place becomes 100 place. Got it? Unit place becomes 100 place. So you should multiply 100 into y, because I told you that 100 place is x, tens place is x plus y plus 1, and unit place is y. Now we have to reverse this. So tens place becomes y. So 100 place becomes y. 100 into y plus tens place remains as it is, because it is given that you have to reverse these two. Okay, so 10x plus y plus 1 and plus 1 into x. So this is equal to 100y plus 10x plus 10y plus 10 plus x, which is equal to 11x plus 110y plus 10. So after reversing the digits, you will get new number, and which is equal to 11x plus 110y plus 10. This is the new number you got, children, by reversing the digit. But as per the second condition is what? Second condition is if the digits are reversed, then new number means this 11x plus 110y plus 10 is 198 more. So is 198 more than the old number. What is your old number? Your old number is 110x plus 11y plus 10. This is your old number. So this number plus 198 is equal to new number. Got it? This is your condition number second. Second condition is what? After reversing the digits, the new number which you will get, it is 198 more than the old number. And now take down these numbers here. So you, after taking these things here, 11x minus 110x, then 110y minus 11y, this plus 10 get cancelled, 198. So this will be how much? 99. 10 minus 1, 9, again 9 minus 99, x plus 99y is equal to here 198. Okay, and if we divide by 99, so it is minus x plus y is equal to 2. This is your equation number 2. Now children, when you will solve this equation 1 and equation 2 by simultaneously or graphically or Cramer's rule, so you are going to get y is equal to x is equal to, first you will get y is equal to 3, and then you will get x is equal to 1. After solving these two equations by simultaneously, you will get y is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1. But this is not your answer, children, because you have to find out that 3-digit number, means original number. So what is your original number? Original number is what? It is 110x. Original number is this 110x. So 110 into 1 plus 11y, 11 into 3 plus 10. This is your original number. 110x plus 11y plus 10. This is your original number. So I have substituted x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3 plus 10, which I will get as 153. 110 plus 33 plus 10, which is equal to 153. You can see here the sum of these two, 1 plus 3, is 1 less than the middle digit. So finally you write down your answer that the sum of the 3-digit number is equal to 153. So children, here I have completed the some solved examples which are going to come in your SSC board. I hope that all of you have understood all the solved examples, whatever is given in the textbook. There are few sums which are omitted, solved examples are omitted, but you do this sums practice again and again so that it becomes perfect, because in SSC board they can ask you questions from the solved example. That is why we have decided about this part. So children, I hope that all of you have understood this lecture.